In this video, we're going to talk about whether we should go for Phoebe or not. Just a few things that you should consider, a few things that I considered in my decision. So first off, we look at Phoebe, we see that she's Spectral. So I'm going to look at how's my Spectral roster. Because one of my goals is to get a team for each type, whether Spectral, Havoc, Imaging Void, Thunder, all of that. I want to actually have a team for each type. And for Spectral, I'm actually good right now. But are you good? How's your Spectral team looking? How's your Spectral roster? Because she does have this new damage over time mechanic, which is basically Spectral Frazzle, which I thought was new, but it's actually not. That's what I learned. And that's because Spectral Rover, he actually has Spectral Frazzle. If you're like me, as soon as I acquired Havoc Rover, I rarely even touched Spectral Rover and definitely didn't even look at his Forte circuit. You can see I only have him ranked up to 5, so I don't do a lot with Rover. But Rover has Spectral Frazzle. So that's the second thing you want to look at. Since Rover has Spectral Frazzle right now, her best teammate is going to be Rover. So with that, the third thing, do you like Rover? Do you have him ranked up? Because if you rank up Phoebe, you want to have a solid team for her, you want to have a good team, then you're probably going to end up ranking up Rover also. And do you like the Spectral Rover? Do you like to play with him? That's the third thing you should look. And here's the fourth thing that I think is really important. Do you have Jinxie? If Jinxie is on your roster, you have her ranked up as Spectral, you have any kind of support for her, even a 4-star support character, then your Spectral is covered. I mean, Jinxie is one of the top tier characters that's out there. I've been playing her for a while. She is just basically just strong, does super damage, has an excellent tools kit, very good utility. So if you have Jinxie, you have her ranked up, then Spectral's covered. I would say you don't have to go for Phoebe at all. You're not going to be missing anything. Phoebe cannot clear any content that Jinxie can. So there's basically no reason for you to go for Phoebe if you have Jinxie, unless you just love Phoebe, or you can get all the characters. And the fifth thing that I want to talk to you about is Brad. When the second half of 2.1, are you going to go for Brad? Do you have the ability to go for Phoebe and then go for Brad also, considering that there's a 50-50 after the 10 convenes that you may not get him? So, I should say 80 convenes, I'm sorry, that you may not get the character of choice. So with me, I'm going for Brad. He's fusion, by the way, in case you don't know. I do need a strong fusion character. Also, I have Shang Li, but I did not get her weapon. Shang Li is going to be on the banner along with Brad. So it's going to be a rerun for her. So I'm going to go for Shang Li's weapon and Brad. And I don't know Brad's weapon, if it's going to be necessary or not, but I may have to go for that weapon also. So I'm going to have to pass on Phoebe for the simple fact that I want Brad. And then you have to think number 6, and the last thing you have to consider, or I should say you should just be thinking about, there's going to be a rerun for every character. Right now we got a rerun for Shang Li coming up. And just like you said, we've seen the banners, the characters just returning. If you miss Phoebe this time around, or Phoebe's weapon, she's gonna come back. And then you have to make a choice. So, I mean, when I look at the rosters and look at everything, I can pass on Phoebe. And that's not a knock on Phoebe. She's actually a very good character. I really like her playstyle. I played around with her. I don't have her, of course. However, I do see the Spectral Frazzle. And I would like to have a teammate for Spectral Rover because I actually never use it for that simple fact, except in the Tower of Adversity. In the early stages, I use the Spectral version if there's a Spectral boost. So that being said, guys, let me know what you think. Are you going for Brad? Are you going for Phoebe? Are you going for them both? What do you think about that? Are you going to pass? So hey, like and subscribe if you like this video. I appreciate you all. And hey, just let me know what you think. I love you guys. Later.